All right, y'all, so we're back up here in the garage again, and I bought me a compression tester. I went yesterday and bought one, but I didn't get time to come back out here yesterday. So we're gonna go through and check the compression. We did find water in cylinder number 6. So more than likely it's got a blown head gasket, but I'm gonna check the compression just to make sure maybe it didn't blow the intake gasket. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this thing, the intake goes down and it bolts to the lower right in there somewhere. Anyway, this upper bolts to the lower and the lower goes in. Well, there is water that runs through this intake. It runs through this side and it runs through that side. So it's possible the last time I had this intake off, I could have tore a gasket, or with it over boosting like it did, it pushed the gasket out. More than likely it's a head gasket, but I'm just gonna do a compression check on it, just see where it stands, and then I'm gonna start taking this intake and stuff off and getting it apart. So number 1's got 150 on it. So got 150 on that cylinder. Also, I do want to tell y'all that I went through and I retorqued these head bolts, and every single one of them was still at 120 foot-pounds. So the head bolts didn't come loose. So let's keep checking. Cylinder number 2, 150. Number 3, 150. Number 4 is like 149. It had went to 150 and dropped down like 1 PSI. So it's right at 150. This is number 4. So this is where I start getting a little nervous here to see what's really happened, to see how the compression looks, because these things, number 5 and number 6 is usually where they go. I did have one blow on number 1 time, but we're getting ready to check number 5. Let's check it out. So we got 150 on that one. So we got one more cylinder to check. Got to check number 6. Check it out. All right, so we got to drain the water out of it. Recheck number 6. I guess it's still got a little water in there or something. I tried to blow it out with the air hose, but I guess it's pulling water in, or whatever it's doing. I don't know. I'm gonna drain the water out of this thing, check it again, because it went up to like 270 pounds. So I'm gonna drain the water out of. Obviously, when I pulled this apart right here, that's the piece that goes down in the plug. When I pulled this apart, it shot water out. So it's getting water in the cylinder still, causing the compression to be that high. So let's drain the water out of it and recheck number 6. All right, y'all, you got it. That one's down to like 135. So number 6 is at 135. Now, this motor is, who knows how old. I've not done anything to rings or anything in this motor, so it could have bad rings in it. I don't know. But either way, it's down like 15 pounds on that cylinder. Y'all down below, is that enough for it to be a blown head gasket? Or would it be like really, really low? You know, would it be like 90, you know, if I had a blown head gasket or something? Or is 15 pounds enough to dictate a blown head gasket? Either way, I'm probably tearing it apart because I got a gasket on the way, so I'll probably tear it apart, put a new one on it anyway. But let me know in the comments. We're going to end this one right here. I got my little mittens on. I got my rubber gloves on because, yeah, anyway. So a lot of times they stay on for a little bit, then when they get ripped, take them off and leave them off. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one, y'all. I'm going to tear into this thing and start getting it apart for y'all, and that way we can get it back together and start making some content with this thing again. Because after it made that pull with me and Preston, it's like, I'm definitely ready to get this thing back on the road. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I guess we'll see y'all next time. So.